Nearly 45 years after 2 American airmen were killed fighting in the Vietnam War, budget cuts threaten to take a toll on their funerals.
And that is until a group of pilots intervened. Jay Korf has the remarkable story that stretches from Laos to Arlington National Cemetery by way of Manassas.
The weather is really beautiful. The sun was just coming up as we got to the airport.
Early Monday morning, the last planes arrived at Manassas Regional Airport. But these airshow pilots with the Warrior Flight Team, like retired Lieutenant Colonel Art Knowles.
Did you already secure the cap on the top there? Okay.
Didn't come to entertain. They came to honor 2 fallen airmen they never met.
We're bringing these heroes home, and I get to be a part of that.
In the summer of 1969, U.S. Air Force Majors Jim Sizemore and Howard Andre were shot down in their A-26 Invader over Laos. Sizemore's son James was 9.5 years old.
Tragic. You know, the whole world came to a crashing end at that moment.
But the crash site was excavated in 2012. Their bodies identified in 2013. Monday, Majors Sizemore and Andre, missing in action for more than 40 years, were buried with full military honor at Arlington National Cemetery. The military, citing budget cuts, declined months ago to perform a flyover. So the Warrior team secured permission to be in D.C. airspace, which allowed 8 civilian pilots on this day in vintage planes to roar into action. A B-25 passed over Arlington National first. Then 2 P-51 Mustangs flew astride an A-26 Invader, the same kind of plane Sizemore and Andre were in. And finally, 4 jets soared by with 1 peeling off in the missing man formation. After the service, James Sizemore thanked the pilots who volunteered to tell the final chapter in his father's life.
I feel overwhelmed, but I also feel so joyful and so glad, so proud that this day could happen.
Buried together in wreckage for more than 40 years, Majors Sizemore and Andre are now buried side by side.
The skies opened up, and you know, it's almost like those guys are up there watching us, and you know, up there with God making this happen.
Jay Korf, ABC 7 News.